What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel, bringing you guys another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. The topics for today's video are going to be focused on Amidatellion's LD boards and as well as the debut of Deuce's LD weapon. But before we talk about that, as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys are not missing out on future uploads. And if you guys enjoy what you see on this channel, be sure to hit that like button and share this video as it does help me out. Don't forget to check out all of the fantastic resources out there for Dissidia Opera Omnia. Links will be down below in the video description, as well as the pinned comments. And last but not least, don't forget to check out all of the rest of the fantastic content creators for this game. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Amidatellion's LD boards, and as well as the debut of Deuce's LD weapon. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk about Amidatellion's LD boards and as well as Deuce's LD weapon debut. This is on the Amidatelion Lost Chapters Lufenia, which is going to be coming out in conjunction with this banner. So this is what I'm going to be using for the showcase. I'm taking Orin here, guys. I love him right now on JP Opera Omnia. I know we're getting this later, but I just love taking him to like everything now because he's like the best tank in the game in my opinion. So that's why he's in the showcase. Alright, so I'm just letting Orin do his thing, and then when Deuce's turn comes around, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Deuce. Alright, there we go. Alright, so here is Deuce. So her LD weapon with full max limit break and as well as LD boards is going to be granting her access to her LD skill called Hymn of Healing that has 3 total uses. This is also going to be permanently increasing her own max brave by 90% and her attack by 60%, and at the start of the quest, she's going to start with that special effect called Hymn of Healing for 6 turns, which is that icon above her head. She's going to be healing the party's HP by 80% of individual max HP with this ability. She's also going to be healing the party's brave by 65% of max brave, and then she's going to be delivering an 8-hit AoE magic brave attack plus AoE HP attack with 65% increased brave damage on a single target, 155% gain brave overflow, 180% stolen brave overflow. It deals 100% HP damage to all targets. It heals her own brave by 10% of the total HP damage she deals, and then also grants her that special effect Hymn of Healing for 12 turns. Now, Hymn of Healing, what it does is granted buffs that she applies have a +3 turn duration. She's going to be increasing the party's attack by 20%, increasing the party's magic brave damage dealt by 30%, increasing HP damage dealt by the party by 10%, increasing the party's stolen and gain brave overflow by 20%, and also granting the party a 10% HP regen. And then while her crescendo buff is active, she's also going to have access to her brave attack plus. It's pretty simple. It's a 3-hit magic brave attack, heals the party's brave by 15% of max brave, and the brave potency on this particular command is based on the active note framed buffs. And then while Note is active, she'll have access to her HP attack plus, which is going to be healing her own brave by 15% of max brave, and then delivers a 2-hit magic brave plus HP attack. It has 120% stolen brave overflow and heals the party's brave based on the HP damage dealt depending on the active note framed buffs. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at her LD ability right here, or her LD skill. I really like the flute music that plays. I think it's very unique for this character. I love it. Alright, so when you use her calls, so Deuce's calls, starting off with her base call, is going to be using her skill 1 Dissonant Sonata, so it's going to be granting the party a 30% magic attack increase for 6 turns, and then her LD call, she'll be using Hymn of Healing, increasing the party's magic brave damage dealt by 30% for 6 turns. Recommended artifact passes for Deuce are going to be attack plus 108 times 3, and then her Unremitting Earnesty boost 2-star times 3, which is her C50 passive, and then if you want to invest in her HG armor, it's the one that increases the party's attack by 5%. So what is my personal take on Deuce? I actually think the LD is good. It offers healing, HP regen, and it increases your party's offensive capabilities, especially if you are focusing on magic DPS. So characters like Terra, Ultimecia, or Emperor can really benefit from this LD effect. However, outside of that, and I feel like this could be a hot take, but this is my opinion, so DFFOO struggle tweets, go easy on me. I actually think a small rework could have been nice for her when she got her LD, because her base kit is a little outdated at this point for me. And for me, when I pulled for a weapon on JP, it kind of made it hard for me to justify bringing her. Now, I know there's people out there that play JP as well that did take her to Lufenia's, because she is very Lufenia viable. It's just, me personally, I was like, I kind of felt like she maybe could have gotten a little bit of an adjustment to her base kit. But the LD itself is good. You're going to get a lot of healing out of it. You're also going to be getting, Brave Battery, and if you're building a team that focuses on magic damage, she definitely complements that. So I'm personally skipping this banner because I did not use her that much after her LD release. However, if you guys are looking for a character that increases magic offensive capabilities and also can heal you and provide a really good HP regen, then Deuce might just be the character for you. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about Amidatellion's LD boards, which is more so just an upgrade to their LD. So the LD boards, pretty much at the start of the quest, is going to allow them to start off with 1 level of the Resurrection Frame buff for 6 turns. It'll also be giving a 30% increase gain Brave Overflow to the LD skill, and then the Resurrection Frame buff duration is going to be extended by 3 turns. So let's just take a look at Amidatellion's LD skill right here. We've all seen it before. Turn deletion, still pretty powerful even to this day. Now, call-wise, base call for Amidatelion uses skill 1 Comet. It inflicts action delay up Uke on all enemies for 4 turns. And then the LD call is going to be using Crystal Idol. You're going to be deleting the next turn of all enemies and inflicting that initial Brave down Uke on all enemies for 4 turns. Recommended artifact passes for Amidatelion. Pretty simple, attack plus 108 times 3, and then Mysterious, Uke's boost 2-star times 3, which is the C50 passive. And then the HG armor, if you plan on investing, is going to be lowering the enemy's initial Brave, max Brave, and attack by 10%, and lowering defense by 20%. So my personal take on Amidatelion now with LD boards, it's actually a pretty good upgrade. It allows them to start with that stack of their frame buffed Resurrection. Now this is fantastic because you could take advantage of that party-wide Brave regen, the initial Brave up increase, and the granted Brave from that effect. Now aside from that, I don't feel Amidatelion is nearly as impactful as their initial release. However, turn deletion, as we've seen, is still very powerful, and whether you're using them as a party member or a friend unit or a call, they can really come in handy. However, as we know, they inflict so many debuffs, so be careful if you're going to be using them with other debuffers, because of their multiple framed debuffs may prevent you from inflicting like more important debuffs depending on the fight. For example, like if there's a fight where HP silence can really be helpful, be careful if you're going to be using Amidatelion, just because they kind of conflict when it comes to debuffs. Now the banner that's going to be featured, that's going to be coming out, is going to have Terra's Burst. It's also going to have Amidatellion's LD EX35 and 15, Deuce's LD EX35 and 15, and then the refeatured EX only character at the moment is going to be Lael, who's still a pretty decent character at this point if you like launch comps. However, currently in Global we have better options, but Lael later on is going to be getting an LD and a very good burst weapon. So if you're missing some of his gear, it is going to be on this banner. And again, if you guys find value in Amidatelion and Deuce, then just take a look at your resources, take a look at your characters and what you already have, and if you feel like they will provide you some sort of value, then maybe this might be a banner for you to pull on. But like I said earlier, me personally, I'm skipping. I don't really have much interest in Deuce. I do recognize the power of her LD weapon. However, personally, I still think her base kit is just a little bit outdated at this point, and she could have possibly used a small adjustment to her skill 1 and skill 2, but that's just me. Anyways, guys, this is going to conclude the video. Thank you again for watching. This is 40 the Broadway Saiyan signing out. Mahal, everyone.